Hey guys, I'm here today with my buddy Will, giving us a profile on his Superheavy Samurai deck. So let's pop into this sucker.
Alright, let's get started. Start with the big guy. Superheavy Samurai Binky. This guy is, when he's normal summon, you get the normal special summon, you get to switch his battle position, and then all super heavies in defense mode can attack in defense mode. Big beat stick.
Alright.
Alright. 3 copies of Soul Piercer. You can equip this from hand or field, and you get to add, gives the monster battle piercing damage, and when it leaves the field, you get to search any super heavy except for himself.
Alright.
Let's go over here. 3 gloves. When this guy leaves the field, by any means, exceeds, you get to look at the top 5 cards of your deck and rearrange them in any order. And then whenever you would take direct damage from a direct attack, you can banish it out, reveal the top card. If it's a super heavy, you get to add that card to your hand and make the attack of the monster 0. And that effect is permanent.
Sounds good.
One of the main tuners of the deck, Superheavy Samurai Trumpeter. If you have no spells and traps in your graveyard, you get to special summon this from your hand, but you can only special summon super heavies for the rest of the turn. Also, if you tribute him for a Superheavy Samurai, you can special summon him out of your graveyard.
Alright.
Alright. 3 copies of Gauntlet. Gauntlet's effect is you can equip it from hand, and it gains 400 defense, but you usually use it for its second effect. During either player turn, you can ditch this card from your hand to double your original defense.
A 7,000 attack Benki.
Alright. 2 copies of Thief. If you have no
Brandon left his stuff. Let's take him up here.
If you have no spells and traps in your graveyard, you can special summon this, and then you can tribute him.
What is Tyler?
To destroy it.
You said hey one more, bud.
First you can destroy a spell and trap on your opponent's side of the field and set it to your side of the field, or you can destroy a pendulum zone and set it onto your side of the field. And yes, they have pendulums, so pretty good. 2 Big Woody. You can special summon him, same way if you have no spells and traps, and you can't special summon any other monsters except for super heavies. And he counts as 2 tributes for any machine type, so you can bring out Binky, all that fun. And then 2 Battle Baller. If he's normal or special, you can switch his battle position and he can't be destroyed by battle. Pretty self-explanatory. 2 Scales. I really love this card because if your opponent has 2 monsters on their field and you have no monsters, you can special summon it. And then if it's special summon or normal summon, you could special summon one from your graveyard, a level 4 or lower, in face-up defense mode.
Alright.
2 Flutists. I cut down the Flutist because it's always a dead draw, but 2 is fine. You can tribute this monster to special summon a super heavy from your hand. Also, during either player's turn, if a card effect would target a super heavy samurai, you can banish this card out of your graveyard to negate and destroy that card. Alright. 2 Soul Suit. You can equip and make that level 5 of the monster. And then during either player's turn, if you can target a super heavy samurai, it loses 800 defense, but is not destroyed by battle or card effects. And off to the pendulums. 2 copies of Coral and 1 copy of Jade. This is for added draw power. You can just tribute 2 super heavies and draw that many. And this one is another level 8, so it's another target for for the synchro. But I like this guy for his pendulum effect. While he's in the pendulum zone, if your super heavy samurais destroy a monster by battle once per turn, you can let that monster attack again. And this one increases levels. So if you have one of the other tuners, you can synchro summon for another synchro. Alright, to the 1-ofs. 1 cannon. This gains 1,000 defense of the monster, and if it's in your graveyard during the battle phase, if your opponent activates a card effect, you can banish this card and negate the activation. Also, you can destroy all monsters on the field and inflict 1,000 damage to both players, but that's optional. Claw, really good card. There used to be another one. It's another level 2, but it loses 1,000. And gains it can't be destroyed by battle. This one you gain 500 attack and defense, and it can't be destroyed by battle.
Okay.
Also, if this monster is in on the equipped, you can special summon this monster out of the equipped zone. And really good with if you wanted to get Binky out really fast. You can go Trumpeter, Binky, Trumpeter, this equip, and then specialist this out of equip, and then get Binky off.
Sounds good.
Alright. Battle Ball and Drum, they're the 2 other tuners. If all your monsters are Super Heavy Samurais, you can target a monster on your opponent's side of the field, send both to the graveyard, and then synchro summon. And the funny thing is, you can make it, it doesn't matter if it's a tuner or not.
Okay.
Drum, if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you get to special summon a Super Heavy out of your graveyard. And then, let's get it out here. Last Super Heavies is Blowtorch. Blowtorch, you can redirect attacks, and also if he's face up on your field, you can make him the attack target, and he cannot be destroyed by battle. And this one you can equip, and the monster cannot be destroyed by card effects for once per turn. And if a defense position monster gets destroyed by battle, you can ditch this card to special summon it. That's all for the Super Heavies. And 2 non-Super Heavies. 2 Giant Rat. 3 is very, very cloggy. 2 Veiler, because you gotta stop all the jokers and the ideas. Battle Fader. 1 Gores, and my favorite card, Ancient Gear Gold.
Ancient Gear Gold.
Yep, because Windoji can count as 2 tributes for a machine type, and he's a machine type. And that's it for the main deck.
Alright, now we get on the extra.
The extra deck. Fun part. 3 Ogre. Well, all Super Heavy Synchros can attack in defense position using their defense. When he's Synchro Summoned, you get to destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. Really goes well with Susanoo. During either player's turn, if you have no spells and traps in your graveyard, you can target 1 spell and trap in your opponent's graveyard and set it to your side of the field.
It's pretty good.
Yep. And 1 Beast Cure. If your opponent has special summon monsters and you have no spells and traps in your graveyard, it gains 900 defense for every one of them. That's all Super Heavies. And then 1 Barkion, 1 Beast, 1 High-Speed Kondama, 1 Red Dragon Archfiend, and 1 Cyframe Zip. That's all the synchros, and then it will be 1 Gary X, 155, and 120.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate it, Will. Pretty cool deck.
Love this deck.